Though we're starting tonight with an update on a local murder case that made national headlines. An El Paso County woman convicted of murdering her 11-year-old stepson in 2020 may be getting a new trial. The Colorado Court of Appeals has reversed Letecia Stauch's conviction. She was found guilty of murdering Gannon Stauch back in 2023 and sentenced to life in prison. But this morning, the Colorado Court of Appeals ruled that a juror seated for Stauch's trial was biased. I want to bring in our investigative reporter, Allison Zimmerman, to help us break down this ruling and what happens next. Allison.
And Diane, I did reach out to both Gannon's mom and dad today. They did not want to go on camera. His dad, Al Stauch, though, did send us a statement saying in part, "I am truly torn by the emotions of potentially having to repeat this process. My resolve, however, has never been greater. My desire for justice has never wavered. And most importantly, my love for Gannon will never fail." There are, of course, many questions with this ruling, including what happens to Letecia Stauch now? And how does something like this happen?
This is not a surprise.
A defense attorney in Colorado Springs.
I think this is a surprise.
And a former El Paso County DA with two different reactions to the state's Court of Appeals decision Thursday morning.
Why? There were hundreds and hundreds of prospective jurors.
Jeremy Lowe says it didn't add up for him when the judge failed to dismiss a juror in the murder case of Letecia Stauch. The juror's son-in-law was an attorney in DA Michael Allen's office. DA Allen tried the case.
The case law and the statute doesn't get any clearer.
State law does say if there is a relative of the DA to a third degree by blood, adoption, or marriage, there is an implied and actual bias.
By the way it was argued and by the way it's talked about in the briefs, somebody challenged this juror for cause but didn't cite the statute. And the prosecution didn't cite the statute, nor did the judge. So it appears to me that nobody in that courtroom was aware this was in the statute.
The ruling is lengthy. The judges did not agree unanimously. It was a 2-1 split. One judge arguing Stauch waived the right to appeal this juror because of how other jurors were dismissed. But the one thing all three agreed on is that the judge in this case should have dismissed the juror.
Overturning a case because of the way the jury is picked is rather unusual. And usually there's some extreme bias that the Court of Appeals or Supreme Court would do that. And so it is a surprise to see this type of issue come up in a major case like this.
We also heard from the DA's office. They indicated that they will be working with the Attorney General's office to consider appealing this to the state Supreme Court.
All right, Allison, I've been asking you this today. So what does this mean for Letecia? Is she going to stay in prison?
Reasonable question, and honestly, pretty interesting here. So right now she's going to remain in the Denver Women's Correctional Facility, the prison. If the Supreme Court, though, upholds the Court of Appeals ruling, Stauch will then be held at the El Paso County Jail as the case is retried. Essentially, it's going to go back to square one.
So much that goes into this. Allison, thank you. We wanted to learn more about the judge who presided over the trial. He's Judge Gregory Werner. We reached out to him. His chief communications officer told us judges are prohibited from commenting on any current or pending cases per the Judicial Officer Code of Conduct. He was appointed in 2006 and is up for re-election this November. His most recent evaluation from the 4th Judicial District Judicial Performance Commission in 2020 says he meets performance standards with an efficient docket and courtroom. But the report cited some major areas of concern, including his knowledge of the law and how he applies it, as well as his decision-making on evidence and arguments. Let's walk you through where this all started. Gannon Stauch was reported missing as a runaway January 27th of 2020 in the Lorson Ranch area, southeast of Colorado Springs. More than a month later, Letecia was arrested in South Carolina. A few weeks after she was taken into custody, authorities announced they believe they found the remains of Gannon in Florida, and Letecia was charged with murder. Letecia claimed she was not guilty by reason of insanity and was found guilty in May of 2023. The family of Gannon Stauch spoke with News 5 after his stepmother was convicted of murder. Gannon's mother spoke to us about the impact Letecia has had on their family.
It is a form of guilt in a sense. It's like, what else could I have given? She had it all, and she took it all. So, but she is not going to get a sick form of victory. And we're going to keep going on, and we're going to stay strong.
This mural shows just how much Gannon still means to our community. It's a mural in downtown Colorado Springs that honors him. It's on Pikes Peak Avenue between Cascade Avenue and Tejon Street. It says, quote, "Love one another," and hashtag Gannon Strong.